Cheapest Porsches under 15 grand that you can drive today with an MOT. Let's jump straight into it. If you're enjoying this series of me doing car and classic car searches or searching for cars in general, drop a comment below letting me know which was your favourite, and more importantly, if you want me to cover a specific price category or a brand, let us know also. And check out my house channel because that's doing quite well at the minute. Anyway, parameters are UK only, no auctions, we're not interested in that. We're literally interested in buy it now or make an offer, and it's got to be less than 15 grand and it has to have an MOT. So first one here straight away, high mileage, looks quite nice. 1984 Porsche 944 Lux, £8,900, 175,000 miles though. This seems a little bit expensive, but I tell you what, these look absolutely beautiful in red. Little bit of bubbling on the sill there, which will need some attention by the looks of it. Anything on the wheel arches? Can't see anything there, looks rather clean. Pepper pot wheels, absolutely love those. If you don't know why they're called pepper pot wheels, it's because literally the holes in the top look like the old pepper pots that you used to have on a table. The name's pretty much self-explanatory, but not everyone gets it. Any more rust on the back? No. Rubber trim's looking good, Nick. This is a beautiful car. And we've got the colour-coded sunroof, which was a very 1980s, 1990 look. This looks rather clean. I hate the fact that all the pictures are in portrait, so I'm going to skip back to this. Manual, it's had an aftermarket stereo in it. I hate when people do that with classic cars, but I understand why, because it's not great to drive in silence. Does it say the mileage on the clock? So no, it says 74,000 miles, which means it's been round the clock once and started counted again. So it's due to go round the clock for a second time in another 25 or 26,000 miles. This is the boot floor, what we're looking like here. A little bit of surface rust mainly there, but these are known for being rust buckets, but the fact there's 46 photos tells me that this has been looked after. Absolutely immaculate engine bay. Definitely been maintained and looked after. You've got the old-fashioned plugs there, which you find on many cars. I think they were made by Lucas because they've got them on the Classic Mini. Major maintenance completed 2025-26. Timing belt and balance belt replaced. Belt rollers, tensioners replaced. Engine mounts replaced. Fuel pressure regulator. Oil cooler gasket. Seals replaced. Big mileage there. Be interesting to do a vehicle check on that to see what it is. But roadworthy. 8,900 quid. Porsche 944. Most people will argue it isn't a real Porsche because it's front engine, but I think these look very cool. Very period, and they look better than a 924. Obviously we're going to be battered with the Boxsters, so I'm just going to keep scanning and we will pick a good one. This looks not bad here. 2001 996 Porsche 911 Carrera 2. So it's the two-wheel drive, one rear-wheel drive, 3.4, 134,000 miles, manual as well, it's the proper one, but it looks like it's had a turbo spoiler put on this. Tell you what, that's actually quite nice. Little bit of rust there on the arch, but you might get away with a little cheap repair on that. Curbed wheel up here also. A few cracks on the bumper, mainly little things that just want to be sorted. I absolutely can't stand the gear knobs in these cars. I just think they look terrible for the year, but they have got a very nice short shift on them. Is that a Momo steering wheel? Is it a Momo? Is it a fake? Yes, it's a Momo, so it's real. Looks nice. Again, the seats in the back of a 911, I don't know anyone that's ever sat in them as a passenger. They were there as a token gesture. Big history file by the looks of it. Let's check the description. This is up for 14,750. So this is at the top end of the price bracket. My much loved 911, 2001, private plate will be removed before that. It's got a facelift aero kit, 10 months MOT, so you can drive it, so it fits the criteria. It's got a Dansk stainless steel exhaust, resonator delete, and Momo steering wheel, original included. So you get the normal steering wheel if you don't like the Momo. The IMS bearing's been done, which is massive on these. They always wear, and also they get bad bore score. Does it say anything about that? Bore score? No, it doesn't. So, 2 keys, original book and associated bits. That is quite a clean example. And for 14,750 quid, if any of you have watched my Trading Up series, where I'm currently trying to trade all the way up to a BMW E46 M3 from a £200 Ford Focus, we've currently got an MX-5 worth a couple of grand. The more I look at these 996 Porsches, the more I'm thinking of sacking the E46 off and going for a 996. Let me know what you think below, because I think they're absolutely stunning cars. What is this? A 987 S. So we can stretch to a 987, but does it have an MOT? 76,000 miles, not bad. 2005, 3.2, which is the one that you want. Boxster S, petrol. I spent ages looking for the right Boxster, and this one ticked all the boxes. 2.7 felt sluggish compared to this. It's low mileage for the year, also lower tax and full service history. Previous owner changed all the pads and discs at 73,000 and replaced the handbrake cable. So it looks like it's had a bit of work on it. It only cost me £185 to insure. Yeah, of course. Well, you're in Glasgow, that's why. Car wants nothing new. Being garaged by me and the previous owner. Comes with cover, fitted battery 2 weeks ago, and it's got a new MOT with no advisories. So let's have a look at the pictures. This one looks quite nice. Not sure I'm a fan of the red calipers though, but I get it. Roof looks like it could do with a bit of a revive. A few creases in it, but maybe a bit of a canvas protector on that might sort it out. Tell you what, good looking car, 987. Did you know as well, the 987 Boxster S, they also do a 987 Spider, which is based on this car, but they're much rarer. I think it was the RC40s that are quite a rare car. There was only like 500 of them made, and my friend Liam, who I've just done a road trip with, he's got one. He drove it all over Switzerland and it was absolutely faultless, apart from him locking the keys in the boot, because they do that. If you take the key out and forget, it doesn't reach the signal into the boot. If you put the key in the boot and you close it, the car's locked and you've got to get underneath, pull the bumper off and pull a release tab to get into the boot. Brand new discs, looking at that. That is an absolute bargain for what we are there, 9.5 grand. I reckon 9 grand will take that. That's just me being optimistic. If you are the seller of this car and you see this video, I'm not trying to get people to knock you down. I just like negotiating. A 928. Now, the fact the bonnet's cracked on that, I don't think this will have an MOT to drive away. 4.5 litre V8, originally owned by David Bailey, whoever that is. Owner's service book show first service history, MOT exempt and tax exempt. So does it say you've got to trailer it away? 20k when finished, so it's a project. MOT and tax exempt, 928. I've never ever been a fan of the 928s. So ugly. I think a 944 is better. What I do like about a 928 though is the fact that it has pop-up headlights, and you don't realise that until you've seen one in person. But look at that, electric seats all that time ago. I mean, this is a bit crudded up. The problem with restoring Porsches is the parts are just horrendous, absolutely horrendous. They're so overpriced. It's called the Porsche tax, 10,995. I reckon you probably get it for 10. But then again, if he knows what he's got, the David Bailey thing, it might be sentimental value. What's this? Porsche Cayenne Hybrid, 2010, 3 litre petrol, 118,000 miles, £8,600. Full Porsche service history. The V6 hybrid offering 380 brake horsepower. Don't know much about the Cayennes. £8,600 for that. You stick a private reg on that, and that looks like a 25 grand car. The beauty about the Cayenne is for many years they never ditch these handles, so the newer the car is, they still have those handles in and that gear selector, so it doesn't look too old. Seats look very good for the age. There's a hybrid system. This is why it'll be cheap though, because it's a hybrid system, and when the batteries go in them, you might as well just get rid of the car, because I think a battery for that will cost more than 8,600 quid from Porsche to put in. So that's what you've got to be wary of. Let's have a look at that. It looks like a dealer selling it. It's a Tiptronic though, it's not. See, for me, let me know below, but for me, a Porsche 911 has to be manual. I don't mind the PDKs if you're getting a newer one, but an old school one has to be a manual in my opinion. And this has got the wheels that I really like. Let's have a look at it. Headlights could do with a buff. Definitely that one. It's also got a hard top. They're worth a few quid. They just look weird, don't they? Like a mushroom at the back. I wonder if it comes with a private plate. Full service history and is in remarkable condition, must be seen. Only 72,000 miles. We also have body coded hard top, huge spec, 2 keys, 6-month warranty, and test drives are also welcome. There's the number, my next car. 78 listings they've got on here, and there you go, 15 grand for a Cabriolet Tiptronic. I think that's slightly overpriced for a Cabriolet, but then again, it is through a dealer and you are getting warranty. So if there's a warranty on that, that's worth about £1,000. So straight away, you are laughing. 2013 Panamera. Now, this is something that I didn't think we would have in this category, but it's only 2 photos of it, which is a little bit alarming. I never really tend to give them much time adverts with 2 photos, but let's see what it says. The ultimate land yacht for sub 15k, I think so. Never really paid attention to these, as I think it's wrong if it's a Porsche, there's more than 2 doors. Got a valid point. 145k miles, full Porsche and specialist service history, 2 keys and a fresh MOT. There you go. If you want a Panamera, 13 grand takes it with an MOT. If I had more photos, I'd spend a bit more time looking at that, but a bit of a lazy ad in my opinion. This looks nice. 987, 3.2S, 2 owners, 42,000 miles, £14,295. It's also a manual, which is what you want. 2005, private seller, second owner, 2 owners. Right, I know I've just read that. This is the hard thing when you're doing a video. You read it, but you don't process it. So this has had 2 owners. I'm just gonna have a slurp of this. Let's have a look at these photos. This, silver on silver, lovely, lovely example. I love that little bit of a spoiler that comes up on the back of them. That roof is immaculate. Look at that. I tell you what, there's not many 2005 987s with a roof that clean. Even the other side, let's have a look at this. A few little creases, but nothing like where it's wearing thin. It's got the grey interior though. I don't know, why did they ever do that? But it's a manual, it's proper. 42,000 miles. Private plate not included. It'll be back in its original plate there, GV05 JCG. 2 owners, 42k miles, and it's a Boxster S, 14,295. Do I think it's worth that? Yes, I do. You might get the 295 off, who knows. The best Porsche Boxster, 10 grand, in Manchester as well. Don't know why it's 10 grand and it's the best one. But let's have a look at this. So it hurts to write this ad. Time has come to part of my beloved part of me, my Porsche Boxster. Off the bat, this will not be for some people. It's a 2.5 litre, not the S. It was registered on the 31st of December. Yeah, so there you go. So it's a 2.5 litre. So I would argue it isn't the best one, but maybe you spent a lot of money on it. This, to me, by the way, if you're ever selling a car, you can be sentimental, but don't put that in the description, because that just screams to me that you're asking too much money and you're not going to move on the price if you find anything wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, it does look very clean. It's got the green interior, which is a bit Marmite, but I understand it breaks it up and there isn't a lot of photos of it. So to me, 10 grand, yes, it's in Manchester, 55,000 miles for Islo, 1998. Let me know what you think. Would you go for that? I don't know. I probably wouldn't, because I'd want a newer one, and after looking at that 996, I think that is better value for money. Cayman S, there we go. That's one we haven't seen. So a 2007 Cayman S 987 for sale, 77,000 miles, 3.4. It's the manual. Why is this so cheap? Well, it's not cheap, it's 15 grand, but why? Lovely colour as well. Do you know if that's Guards Red, which I think it is? I was speaking to someone that works for Porsche as a salesman, and he said they just sit on the market for ages, red 911s. They just don't seem to sell, but I personally really like the red 911s. So for me, it's like, yes, they're cheaper, so there's a bit of a bargain to be had there. This looks absolutely immaculate. I'm not a fan of that exhaust, but then again, probably stock. Interior, very, very nice. Those seats are very similar to what was in the 997 911, as that steering wheel and as bits down here. This might be the one that's up there. Apart from the 2 owners, 42k miles, this one's looking clean. Look at those discs. They look near enough new. Yes, there's a little mark on them, but it's probably just because where the pads are catching. Looks like it could do with a bit of a buff. Paint looks a little bit orange peely here. Then again, might have had a repair, don't know. You won't be able to know unless you went to look at the car and spoke to the owner. That is a very nice car. I also love the fact the glass, old glass, does this like little squares all over the window. Silver coloured instrument dials, automatically dimmable headlamp washer. All sales are fully inspected in our Porsche workshop, serviced as per the recommended schedules, HPI, clear and warranty, finance included. Any part X considered. Please remember to bring a valid driving licence if you wish to test drive a vehicle. That is beautiful. Porsche Limited. 14,995, there's a number. If you want it, that can be driven today. That is a lovely Cayman S for less than 15 grand. The 944 S2 convertible. This is the 3 litre as well, 130,000 miles. Yes, I love a drop top. I've just toured a lot of Europe with a drop top, but do you know what? They just, for me, they just look a little bit boxy. And I remember being a kid when I had like toy cars and things. My dad bought me one of these and it was like my least favourite car to play with, just because I thought it was a little bit ugly. But I tell you what, these seats look immaculate. That's got to have been retrimmed in its time. Door shuts look good, electric windows. This looks very, very clean. I need to know more about this. There's 46 photos, which is always a good sign. Could do with a buff, bit swirly the paint, but this looks a bit scabby, that door handle, and there's a bit of a chip there. I reckon this on closer inspection might not be as nice as it looks on the photos, and that's not to be offensive, but that bit has put me off there. What does it say? Good example of the final, most developed iteration of the transaxle 944. There you go. If that's for you and you want a 944 convertible, 8,750. I don't think you'll get the 750 quid off, but you might get £250 off that. Let me know what you think below. This is very desirable. This is a 924 turbo and 1980, 60,000 miles. If that's genuine and it's not been round the clock, that's very impressive. But then again, most fanatics will say it's only a 2 litre, but this is a very period, cool looking example. By the looks of that, if that's not a private plate, that is an Irish plate. So it tells me that it could be in Ireland or it's lived in Ireland. So with the salt air, I would be checking underneath to see if there is any chronic rust, but this looks quite cool. Now look at the headlamps. That one's dimmer, that one's brighter. Could be the way the photo has been taken, but no, I don't know. It might need some investigation. That could just be a bulb. Such a cool looking car. That exhaust hanging out, I reckon that's been replaced. Yeah, it's stainless. That doesn't look stock to me. Got some Halfords mats in there. They'd be going if I bought that. Red stitching on the seats or piping. Tell you what, good example really. And what we up for? We are up for, I said the price at the start, 14,750, but it is a rare car. It says there, this has got the desirable dogleg gearbox. If you don't know what that is, that means first is in second. So you start off behind and throw forward. They did that years ago, so you had a quicker shift when you were setting off in a race. Major service, it's had the timing belts done, new tyres fitted, various commissioning to the car. 46-year-old, so it's tax and MOT exempt, which means you can take it out now and, well, you can buy it now and you can get out on the road and drive it. So there we go. Let me know which one of these was your favourite. If it was me, it's between the red Cayman S and it's between the 987 Boxster S with 2 owners and 42,000 miles. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what cars you like and let me know what you want me to cover next. Make sure you do everything in style and I'll see you all very soon.